most competitive game mode in all of Destiny, this weapon accounts for 5% of all headshots, is used by 3.6% of all players, and accounts for 4% of everyone killed in Trials of Osiris. This weapon is in no time to explain, but luckily I have plenty of time to explain it to you today. Let's take a look at the reasons this dominates the meta and what changes are coming in the very near future. We're going to break down the no time to explain. It is a 340 round per minute exotic pulse rifle with the exotic perk Rewind Again, which makes it so it can return shots to the magazine on crits and slowed targets and open up a time portal. Then time slip trait, so at 10 stacks of Rewind Again, a small portal will open up, shooting bullets from an alternate timeline version of this weapon. Precision hits will extend the duration of the portal. This pulse rifle also has full auto trigger perk as well. The stats on the weapon are quite perfect for a pulse rifle, which is the reason why this thing's dominating the meta. It has good impact, great range, the recoil deviation is flawless, and every other stat is about middle of the pack, so it's perfect. Then the catalyst is blast from the side, which makes it so your little portal will fire way more often. It seems to be about 2 times faster. In PvP, the no time to explain is meta defining. This weapon gives your enemies no time to explain anything, with a 0.67 time to kill and a very minor recoil deviation. That makes hitting 2 bursts back to back extremely easy. To put it simply, this weapon is #1 in Trials of Osiris. The game mode is so sweaty you can taste the salt pouring from your screen. That alone should be enough reason to use this thing. You might think that the time slip portal would be extremely overpowered, but in PvP it doesn't do too much damage, like 11-ish, which can be helpful if you just need a bit more damage to finish off an enemy, or they peek you and you have no time to explain your slow reaction time. Haha, yes, my third joke about the name of the gun in the first minute and a half, thank you. But all joking aside, this is another weapon that is great all around, even without the exotic perk and intrinsic perk, which add another layer of fun and damage to take care of any other guardian. In PvE, the no time to explain holds its own. It definitely isn't breaking any barriers and add clear or boss damage, but it's not bad in either of those categories either. Against adds and champions, you'll do very consistent damage, especially if you have your portal up, which only takes about 4 bursts to summon if you can headshot. This will allow you to have very consistent damage if you can keep the crits up. This is also true for boss damage. Obviously it is a primary weapon, so it's not going to bring any crazy numbers, but it definitely is a consistent beam of damage. It does take your exotic slot, which makes it slightly less worth it when you can have an exotic primary like Witherhoard or Osteostrega, and I don't think I can convince you to pick this over the Outbreak Perfected or a BXR Battler, but it definitely will be a perfect median. Wait, okay, I almost forgot to make a name-based joke. Guess I'll have no time to explain a good joke. I'm so sorry. The no time to explain has huge changes coming to it that will change the way it is played. With the 2 most recent this week at Bungie's, they announced a pulse rifle nerf and a direct nerf to the no time to explain. The direct nerf will make the no time to explain have an increased recoil deviation and a decreased aim assist. These 2 changes will make the weapon have less of that pinpoint accuracy that is so loved about it currently. And then the all around pulse rifle nerf has a slight nerf to range and handling, which will also affect that pinpoint accuracy at a range, which does make me a bit nervous for the weapon, but it's hard to judge without being able to actually play these changes yet. But in a spark of good news, Destiny is getting rid of the full auto trigger perk, which the no time to explain does have. So in the This Week at Bungie from October 6th, they told us they were looking to replace it with Feeding Frenzy, which makes it so each rapid kill with this weapon progressively increases your reload speed for a short time, which will be very beneficial in PvE, and I think it'd be a good time in PvP as well. Now there is time to explain my final review. Sorry, okay, no more name-based jokes, I promise. But this thing is a beast in PvP. Like I said before, just with the stats alone, no exotic perks, it is still a great pulse rifle. And then having a personal aim-botting portal by your side is like icing on the cake. It holds up in PvE, but it will not be a game changer by any means. With the upcoming changes, everything is totally up in the air, but my final review currently is a 5 out of 5 clocks for PvP and a 3.25 clocks out of 5 for PvE. See ya!